Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be doing the first challenge battle of the Season of Giving event, which is called I Love Rock and Roll. Now, before I begin the battle, I'm going to go over my party in detail because this battle really requires a unique setup. First of all, I'm going to be relying on Lava Titans and Hellfire Archers to do all my damage to the enemy. The enemy are not immune to fixed damage, so it's a very effective way of clearing the battle. Especially if your Lava Titans are at least at level 9, where they would do at least 25% damage per Lava Titan burn, so that 4 burns would kill off a character. My Lava Titans are not quite at that level, they're only at level 8, doing 24% damage, but that's still 96% from 4 burns, and a single target strike of some kind will finish off the enemy. Other than the Lava Titans, I'm also going to rely on Hellfire Archers from Feraquea, because Hellfire Archers can also do 13% of the enemy's max hit points in fixed damage after they attack. So these two will combo for me to easily kill off the enemies. So, with that said though, I will go over my party in detail because they're all running unique gear. Liana, for example, is going to be bringing speed boots. Standard set of gear except she has speed boots equipped. Bernhard, who is one of my burners with Lava Titans, is going to bring Faction Buff, Sword Dance, and Rupture for fixed damage, and he will have Lava Titans for burn. Lestel is going to just bring Bozo's equipment set, so Miracle Staff, Galaxy Cloak, Dark Crown, and then Speed Boots for the extra mobility. Next is Sophia. Sophia is brought along simply because she can rewind to refresh everyone's skills. She naturally, for me, has speed boots, so it works out. The next character is Feraquea, who also has speed boots, bringing an Ullr's bow as well. So this set of gear is pretty much from Omega, right? Ullr's bow, Last Strides, a Twilight Helmet, and rather than Overlord's badge, she's bringing speed boots. And then the very last character, and the character that prevented me from doing this battle yesterday, is Pierre. Because I had to actually build up Pierre from scratch. I never used him before this. So I had to raise him from High Lord to Serpent Knight to get access to Serpent Master, so that he could bring the following skills: Chain Hook, and most importantly, Tidal Surge. So he has no class mastery, right? It's 0 out of 4, but he's in his Serpent Master class just so he has Tidal Surge. And his equipment set is another Last Rites, a King's Crown, a Ragnarok, and then Speed Boots. Oh, one last thing I should say. Feraquea herself is also not really has proper class mastery either. She only has access to her Shapeshifter class right now, because that's the class that gives her the maneuver skill. So I haven't even bothered to upgrade her to Wraith Queen, but that will be enough. So, with all that said and all the gear covered, let's just jump into the battle now and get it cleared. So my party is, as you see here, there's going to be Pierre with the Tidal Surge and the Chain. There's going to be Feraquea with Maneuver, Plunder, and Reinforcements. I'm going to have Bernhard and Lestel for the fixed damage. There's going to be Liana. And finally Sophia, who is bringing Rewind, Heal, and Mass Heal. So 2 healers, right? 2 fixed damage dealers, Feraquea for maneuver and some fixed damage, and finally Pierre for Chain Hook. So, with all that said, let's begin the battle. So I should also cover a few unique points of this fight and why I'm relying on a fixed damage strategy. First, when the enemies are on these blue tiles, they have a buff where damage taken is decreased by 90% and cannot be dispelled. However, they're not immune to fixed damage effects because that's not direct damage, so it ignores this effect. In addition, when all of these enemies have an AoE attack of some kind, right? And they also have a on death effect. For example, Ullr will grant enemies physical immunity when defeated. Eggbert grants magic immunity when defeated. Ledin casts revitalization on enemies. And then finally, Lana will apply cannot be healed on enemies. So generally speaking, Lana should be the last one to die, because the cannot be healed effect would be a nightmare if you know, she's already tossed out AoEs on you, and then the next character will continue to toss out AoEs at you. So you're just gonna work. My strategy is gonna work my way up along this line, from Ullr to Lena being last. Finally, these tiles, the purple tiles, are discordant note tiles, and what happens is when the enemy is on them, they get a 50% all stats reduction effect, which can dramatically reduce the damage they do with their AoE strikes. Alright, so that's everything I wanted to say. Let's begin the battle, and the very first step is to have Pierre chain hook Ullr towards me. Right. And then now I want to burn him twice, if possible. So, why don't I first have burn hard, fashion buff, and burn Ullr. I can then have Lena act again Pierre to get him out of the way. So I'm just going to have him, you know, move over and activate his tidal surge to make chain hook refresh faster. And then turn. Feraquea can just run down the right side here. And Lestelle can move forward to once more Lava Titan burn Ullr. And I should double check his all these AoEs have 3 range with a 4 AoE blast radius. So you gotta be a little bit careful about where you place your characters as a result of that. So let's just move Sophia over and then we're done. You can see all these enemies are healing up on the tiles that they're on. And Ullr tosses an AoE, but it doesn't really do any damage due to him being on the discordant note tile, debuffing all his stats. So now, next turn, he's going to die. 2 burns will pretty much finish him off, and I need to start looking at killing the next villager. So first, let's just have Bernhard Sword Dance to do some damage via fixed damage to him. And have Lestelle end her turn to burn. Let's start healing up here with Lena. And I can start damaging the fan club member using the maneuver skill to shift around, and then a range attack. And I'm just going to end Pierre's turn because I'm just waiting for Chain Hook to reactivate. And then Sophia can just start coming down along the side. And there we go. Metal Tornado, AoE damage, 2 burns, Ullr's nearly dead. 43 hit points. Annoying. But that's fine. Lestelle with Blood Dance will finish off Ullr now, and then start doing some damage to the villager. And because she has Bozo's equipment set, clocks activated, kind of funny, so I can keep using Blood Dance. But more importantly, I should mention, now that Ullr died, all these enemies now have this 100% less physical damage buff effect on them. No big deal, I'm relying on burn damage, so it doesn't affect me at all, but it would affect, you know, more standard regular strategies that people may be using. Alright, So let's start crushing the fan club member. And what that involves is first, I should chain hook this cheerleader right here. And I'm also going to just have Feraquea attack fan club member for the damage from the Hellfire Archers. So chain hook. And then Bernhard, who can choose to melee attack the fan club member to do some fixed damage. And I'm going to simply heal up my party. Like so. These two are self-buffing, and in the meantime, I'll work on crushing them. Once again, the enemy barely survives with a tiny bit of hit points due to my Lava Titans not being quite at the level they should be. It's fine though, because what I can do is once again Blood Dance with Listel and start weakening the next villager. So Pierre, Tidal Surge once more, because I need to get ready to kill Egbert. In the meantime though, it's more just ripping apart this cheerleader. One attack, 2 attacks, burn damage, and I'm actually also going to act again, burn hard, to burn one more time. So, because 24, 48, a third burn would be 72% damage, right? 72% here, and then I have the Hellfire Archers attacking twice for another 26% for 100% damage to kill off this cheerleader right away. So, and other than that, I'm going to rewind everyone now, because I need their skills up and running for pulling Eggbert too. So there we go. Next cheerleader dead. And now we begin pulling Egberts. So with Egbert, my goal is to move him onto this tile here, the discordant node, so his int is reduced. Right. So let's chain hook with Pierre to start. And then Feraquea will maneuver to swap positions with Eggbert, moving him onto that tile. And then let's start working him down. So let's sword dance with Bernhard. Let's blood dance Estelle. Let's act again on Listel, I guess. Doesn't really matter who I act again on, does it? Just one of them. Either Bernhard or Listel. And that will just enter, burn again. And then I'm going to have Sophia just moves. meteor is tossed out. With the extra fixed damage hit, but everyone survives, which is all that ultimately matters to me. So to start things off, I am going to mass heal, I think, to remove that debuff from as many characters as possible. Alright. So, I need to finish off Eggbert. And one more burn would do it, or have Feraquea attack twice. Might as well have her attack twice. So. First attack. Actually, first attack was enough. So there we go. And then we're on to the next group, which is Ledin and Summon. So I'm just going to have Liana heal up Pierre to full first. And then Pierre... Now, Ledin has Thunderstorm. So, once again, 4 range, 3 block radius. Right? So I need to be careful about that. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4. This tile is dangerous, so these tiles here can't be stepped on. But for now, let's just have Pierre move up. Bernhard move up. And faction buff. And the spell shift over. It's time to I am actually have a downturn right now because none of my skills are available this turn for pulling. So we'll wait. Now, the other thing is, Lana also has the 4 range attack, but due to her talent, she actually has 5 range, so you have to be careful about where you place your characters when facing off against Lana. But for now, I'll simply maneuver a little bit, like so, and be ready to deal with these two. So, let's start by maneuvering Ledin over. And then just gonna, I think, finish off Ledin first. So well, you know what? Doesn't really matter. I can pull them both to get rid of both right away. Dance. Right? Dance. Can act again, one of them. Do some more burning. And Sophia can just heal up Liana to full. There we go. Pierre gets attacked. Feraquea is hit by a whiteout. And actually, she's killed. Interesting.
Hi. Hi.
Should be fine.
Hi. 今度はあたいに何をさせるんだい?
Oh.
今度はあたいに何をさせるんだい? 今度はあたいに何をさせるんだい? はい。
Oh.
But we'll see as always.
頑張っていくぞ。
はい。
はい。
ご命令を。これが私の信じる心です。
For now, I'm just going to move Pierre up and have him wind spiral here, or have him activate his title search there to quickly refresh his skill, and I'm just going to end Sophia's turn. Just got a little bit more challenging due to the death of Feraquea. But should be fine anyways, despite that. So next turn, Chain Hook will be available. And so I'm just going to be readying up for that.
はい。あたい、もう待ちきれないよ。今度はあたいに何をさせるんだい?
Blood Dance here once more. And Bernhard can melee attack and finish off Ledin. And then I'm just going to prayer up everyone here. And be ready to deal with Ledin. Turn 11. Alright, so let's start with the chain hook on Lena to pull her closer to start. Next, I'm going to have to act again Pierre. And then I'm going to have to rewind right here to refresh everyone's skills. Especially Pierre's. So then Pierre can title surge right away and chain hook Lena one more time. Onto the discordant note tile. And then now burn twice. Right. So for now I'm just going to have Bernhard, faction buff, and burn. And Estelle just place herself next over here and end turn as well. AoE hit, no one dies, double burn, and start with the sword dance and the blood dance. And then I guess mass heal here. Pierre can just get out of the way at this point. I'm just simply going to reactivate prayer on everybody to heal them all up. So there we go. One more whiteout from Lena, and double burn finishes Lena off. So now all my characters do have the debuff of cannot be healed. So I have to be a little bit careful about that.
頑張っていくぞ
But
はい
should be okay.
はい
So what I'm going to do is
おお
first burn,
ご命令を今度はあたいに何をさせるん
second
だい
burn,
はい
act again.
これが私の信じる心です
So there's no healing.
はいはいはい
And do another burn. Third burn.
頑張っていくぞ
はい
Two, three. And then this fourth. And then
今度
finally,
はあたいに何
two
を
more
させるん
burns
だい
finishes
はい
the fight.
おお
And it could also happen sword burns just in case.
はいはい
So there we go.
頑張っていくぞ
Battle complete. And there are the rewards. So there we go. Didn't really need it. In truth, it didn't need much commitment in resources to upgrade Pierre and so on, because raising a character up from, I guess, in truth, raising a character up from their basic class up to, let's say, creator class uses very few guild medals. I think I used up around, I'm not even sure how much I used, maybe 1,000? Well, anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 guild medals was all it took to raise up Pierre to be usable. Because you're primarily purchasing resources that cost 100 points, right? Basic class materials. Okay. You might, I think you need a bit of the level 35 class materials, but that's still 100 guild medals and 150 guild medals. So it really doesn't require much guild points. As long as you're willing to, as long as you have some saved up, it's very easy to raise up your chain hook characters, Pierre, Lester, or Feraquea, to the level that you need them to be at to be used in this fight. So, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you found this video useful. And on that note, Nitro out.